Is this your first time with a small animal?
Huh? Huh?
Don't worry, it's fine. You can be rough, I can handle it.
We start with Legoshi still holding Haru. The main difference in this scene from the manga is the placement of events. The anime constantly takes things that happen in the manga and tries to bunch it together and make them seem like flashbacks. When in the manga, it's all one continuous timeline with the rare jumps in times or flashbacks. But going back to it, in the manga we get to see Zoe come to Legoshi and snap him out of it to continue on as Haru leaves. Then we see what happens to Lewis. Then it goes to the next day with Legoshi being woken up by the big floofy doggo Colette.
Shell. Then I don't have to wake up or sleep. Ever.
Legoshi! You can't just sleep the day away, you know. Rise and shine, Mr. Scary Face.
This all happens in the anime, but we get interrupted with the Legoshi waking up scene before Zoe even showed up, which the placement makes it feel like it's just a nightmare and didn't even happen, almost. We do lose out on a brief scene of Legoshi and his roommates in the K9 Room 701, walking together to the cafeteria. The narration in the manga is done by what I think is Jack in the anime, telling about the laws of eating meat in the world of Beastars.
At this boarding school, the rules state that all students are required to eat their meals in the cafeteria. Naturally, eating meat of any kind at school would be considered a serious crime. As a matter of fact, even outside of school, the shops will never serve meat to anyone.
Which is prohibited and replaced with many alternatives. In page 170 of the manga, we see a student about to step on a smaller student. He says, "Whoa," instead of "oh." Okay, that wasn't the main point, and I do want to mention that I won't be nitpicking how things are worded too harshly. It could have been mistranslated, which will be more examples of that later. But it seems they race swapped him to a hyena when he was more of a cat-like animal.
That was close. I was just about to step on one of those small girls over there. I seriously need to get glasses.
Maybe he just needed glasses so bad that he transcended reality and got mixed up with Sally, even his own race at the same time. That's funny. Also, here's a little side point. When Sally comes to sit down and mentions how she almost got squashed, in the manga, one of the students sitting down mentions how small animals should walk against the wall. But it seems more stern. In the anime, the mouse girl says it with more care, I think.
I would have been squashed with just one more step. And that's the reason they tell us to walk along the walls.
And it's not really me glazing the voice acting. I mean, look at the face they gave the one saying it in the manga.
Another example of things just being out of order in the anime. In the manga, it's the Fox student getting analyzed. Then we see Legoshi's stats. It's reversed in the anime.
Right? Think. How can I lose on purpose and make it look real?
Oh, I've got it all wrong, huh? Give me your neck. I'll bite into it nice and gentle.
With Legoshi's being shown first. Who's that? Who's that?
This isn't along the lines of what I usually intend on showing, but just look at how doofy Louis looks here. Why his eyes like that really goes to show how Louis has to be perfect always. Also, Louis' exit from the cafeteria is more dramatic than the anime, or it's more casual.
What's that make me?
Now we move on to a different scene of the play Adler being rehearsed. But as if it was for real, Louis as Adler is clearly seen cutting the other one here, but in the anime we see that not happening.
Water, wind, fire.
When Dom snaps Legoshi out of his Louis fantasy, he asks him to go get the flowers from the gardening club, which I of course run. But in the manga, Legoshi just kind of goes with it. When in the anime he's a bit more reluctant and even mentions it's a club run by herbivores. He must have been really scared.
A gardening club? Isn't that the one run by herbivores? Is it okay for me to go over there?
That's exactly why you should go. You're a second year. You need to work on your communication skills.
On one condition.
Doofus.
Wow, so mean.
as we see Kibi in anime with Legoshi approaching the door of the gardening club. We see it has one door handle and a sign, but in the manga, it seems to be like a grated window in the door. 2 door handles and even lock. Must be scary on the inside, hey? So, Legoshi smelling me in the anime makes less sense since the door was closed when he started it.
Did you really need me to come with you?
They'd be scared if a wolf suddenly shows up at their door, demanding flowers.
The flowers smell so fresh.
Even though I'm sure he could still smell it from even a mile away while he's locked in a room somewhere, since canines smell is so good, but still he's a degenerate, so... But thought I'd at least mention the door. I'm trying to be as thorough as I can without dragging it too much. But do let Legoshi know if I should get the tiniest details included or just the main glaring ones.
Yeah, I should probably get all of them, you know? Be very thorough. Yeah.
A first legit intro to me and Legoshi's ship is shown in the manga. As I'm clearly watering flowers, and I turn to look at Kimi and Legoshi who opened the door. In the anime, all we get is this bright light, and me just standing in the middle of the garden arc doing nothing much at all, which is a little embarrassing. We got my boyfriend Louis busting his butt to prove the drama club is worth keeping around even when his foot is broke, and when I got this whole garden club to myself while being caught not doing too much. How did we not get audited into oblivion already in the anime universe? We do get a small extra moment with Kibi and Legoshi, in the manga with Legoshi getting the door slammed on him and Kibble being more sorry.
It's just...
This wolf will take care of it.
Wait, what?
See ya!
Hey!
After Legoshi fawning over me in the manga and anime, I, in the manga, at least mention the reason for us to go into club room, when in the anime it's kind of random. We didn't get the scene where Kibi is with the others talking about how much of a slut I am in the anime. How dare you, by the way. Which does happen as soon as he leaves Legoshi in the gardening club in the manga, but we'll talk about that more in the next video.